What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Money in the Bank not taking place, Triple H confirming Wrestlemania 36 was almost going to be postponed, The Undertaker has backstage heat, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos. But let's waste no further time and get straight into our first story, as this year's Money in the Bank pay-per-view may not be taking place. Now, despite having no fans in attendance, Wrestlemania will actually be going ahead as scheduled, thanks to the WWE's foresight of taping a ton of content in these last coming weeks at WWE's Performance Center, and a few matches being off location. However, whilst Vince has managed to pull off airing Wrestlemania, the same can't be said about airing WWE's next pay-per-view in line, Money in the Bank, which was scheduled for 9th May in Baltimore, Maryland. According to Wrestling Insider WrestleVotes, the pay-per-view will not go on as planned. He tweeted, "Source states the Money in the Bank pay-per-view event scheduled for 9th May in Baltimore will not happen as planned. To be decided as everything else is right now as to when and where this pay-per-view will take place." Now, this comes as no shock, as many states have issued a stay-at-home order, meaning WWE won't be able to film anything even at an empty performance center very soon. This means WWE won't be able to film weekly episodes of Raw and SmackDown or NXT there, and they are currently considering a brief hiatus. Be sure to check out our previous news video on more. Now, WWE could always air it in June. That's hoping the situation has improved by then, but as of now, we won't hold our breath. Oh, that wasn't a joke, by the way. When do you guys think Money in the Bank should be aired? Should it air after SummerSlam? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Triple H confirmed Wrestlemania 36 was almost going to be postponed. Thanks to Vince's stubbornness to go ahead with Mania, many fans have lost all hype to even watch an empty arena show. However, according to Triple H during his interview with Ariel Helwani on ESPN MMA, he mentioned the WWE came very close to postponing it. In the interview he mentioned, "I think postponing or cancelling it was obviously considered, but we felt like it's an obligation for us. Our fans have been there for us for years and years and years, and wanted to be there for them in this time where everybody is just doing their best to get through this, stuck home, and the world needs entertainment right now. We feel an obligation to give them that. Whether it's exactly what we would like it to be or they would like it to be, it probably won't be, but it will be a version of that. We will make it the spectacle that it needs to be and that we can do to the best of our ability, and will give the fans something to be entertained by. Sometimes people get very caught up in what we do, the arguments of what's happening and why and should have done this or that, but at the end of the day, if you don't take it too seriously and you enjoy WWE for what it is, an entertainment source that hopefully we can do what the intent is, putting on a smile on your face. If you can forget all that and just sit in front of your set and just be entertained by what we do, then we've succeeded." A fair play, Triple H, he makes some good comments. Wrestlemania has already been taped, so it makes no difference right now, but we still wish it could have been postponed so that we could have gotten that Wrestlemania atmosphere and hype that is certainly lacking right now. Next up, WWE pulling Wrestlemania 37 off from the network. To hardcore fans, the WWE Network is a dream come true. We get countless and unlimited hours of wrestling anytime, any day for only $9.99 per month. Well, UK subscribers have to pay £9.99, which works out to a little more, but it's still a good deal. Not only do we get old pay-per-views, we get current ones, including Wrestlemania, but that might change next year. According to Dave Meltzer on the Wrestling Observer Radio, Wrestlemania 37 might not be available on the network and could only be watched through cable operators. He mentioned, "I think that it's very clear that the idea is that next year's Wrestlemania is not going to be on the WWE network and it'll be on pay-per-view. That's probably the smart thing to do, so this is like a tryout. The idea is you want to be selling at least the pay-per-view and you move your program to another platform. Now, if they're gonna do this and charge fans $60 for a WrestleMania, it better be a damn good one. With WWE normally offering the network for free for 1 month, casual viewers could just pay that $9.99 and that's about it. So we can't see casual fans paying that much, only the most hardcore. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Gronk's plans for Mania. Former New England Patriots football player Rob Gronkowski will be the host of WrestleMania 36. Yeah, we already know that. We also know it'll include some of the most cringeworthy dancing in history, but to be honest, we like his hype. As we mentioned before, we'd prefer somebody who actually gave a damn about wrestling rather than having a bimbo Kardashian host it. But what other plans are in store for him though? According to Meltzer, he will get physical in the ring, much like he did at WrestleMania 33. He mentioned, "The only thing that's been said to me is that Rob Gronkowski does things that you would not expect him to do. That makes me think he's doing something physical with somebody. Let's hope this time security doesn't accidentally stop him at the barrier." Next up, Arn Anderson reveals why John Cena was given a massive push early on in his career. Arn Anderson spent many years working behind the scenes in the WWE, and thanks to his new podcast, fans can get a glimpse at what happened there for nearly the last 2 decades. The Enforcer recently commented on the reasons why the WWE chose John Cena as their top guy. Anderson discussed how the WWE had lost its major players with The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Vince McMahon knew it was time to find its next big star. According to AA, Vince McMahon looked at Batista, Randy Orton and John Cena as their finalists, a tough choice for sure. He mentioned,
"They were very, very green. Randy was a natural, so he was going to come along a lot quicker as far as work rate than Dave or Cena. But Dave on SmackDown, when he was the face of SmackDown, and you remember that, Conrad, when Dave was the man, he was red hot. As hot as anybody. And Cena, when they finally decided he was going to be the guy because he wasn't going anywhere, he wasn't, there was no negotiation issues with him. He was going to be there as long as they wanted him to be there."
There's little question that their choice paid off, as Cena was fiercely loyal to the WWE, only recently moving on to Hollywood full time. As hot as Batista was, he would leave the WWE and return later before retiring for Hollywood. As for Orton, he stayed around, but it's difficult to put him on the same level as Cena, and Anderson talked about why choosing Cena turned out so well.
And he ended up being the face of the company, being a babyface and staying a babyface. Randy's character took some trips back and forth. And Dave, was to go on and do some other things. So, they decided on him. We went with him, and every week it was, a conscious decision on what was done on all of Cena's comment or all of his content, whatever he was doing on the show or backstage or whatever. There was a lot of thought given to that.
While it's clear the WWE never duplicated the success it enjoyed during the Attitude Era, could they have done any better had they chose Batista or Randy Orton instead of Cena? Let us know in the comments down below. And finally, The Undertaker has some backstage heat. When we talk about loyal wrestlers in the wrestling business, The Undertaker is one of the most respected wrestlers in the industry. He's seen as a locker room leader and judge and jury of wrestlers' court, punishing wrestlers who step out of line. With him having such merit backstage, it's kinda shocking to hear that he of all people has backstage heat. Well, why does he have backstage heat? Well, this was in connection to his promo on Raw, where he ran down a few elite wrestlers that AJ had no chance against. These included stars such as Eddie Guerrero, Steve Austin, Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle, Triple H, Mick Foley, Booker T, and Edge. Taker didn't list of any of today's wrestlers, which kinda gave the impression that he doesn't think that all of today's wrestlers are that good compared to the Attitude/Ruthless Aggression era legends were. A user asked Meltzer on Twitter, "I liked Undertaker's promo, but something about it rubbed me the wrong way, and I couldn't put my finger on it. But Brian Alvarez and Dave Meltzer nailed it. AJ came to WWE when all the good people left, and that's what I didn't like about it." Meltzer replied, "That is a very common reaction. Internally, it rubbed a number of people that way as well. And we don't think Taker meant it in that way, as when any casual fan brings up the best of the best, they'll always bring up these megastars, names that will be synonymous with the promotion for generations to come. At the moment, in all truth, we don't think names like Adam Cole and Velveteen Dream belong there right now. It could in the near future, but not right now. What did you guys think? Did you feel the same way? Let us know in the comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.